Hi all, today we're having a look at a new NES game, Rugrats Adventures in Gameland. This review copy was kindly sent over by the developer Mix Games. Now just a quick disclaimer, I was not aware that the publisher was Limited Run Games, because if I did then I would not have agreed to this, as I have my own reasons for not wanting to endorse them. Luckily for us, the game is available digitally, so you can buy the game and support the developer without going through Limited Run. Having said that, I will show you the packaging of the two versions I was sent, one for the NES and the collector's edition for the Switch. The NES copy here is still sealed because, as you may be aware, the NES copies sent out by Limited Run have a chance to completely break both the game and your NES console, so there's no way I'm risking my NES by putting this in it. They are replacing copies for people who bought the game, but this seems like a crazy oversight nonetheless. So I'll be using this Switch copy for the review, which allows you to switch to the NES style graphics. The collector's edition comes in this large box which has this bifold opening at the front. Inside we have the physical game for the Switch. This comes in this retro VHS packaging, which is a nice touch and really suits the theme. Inside that is an orange inner sleeve designed like a VHS tape, and in that is the physical game for the Switch. Inside that we have the cart, a manual and some stickers, and also we have a gold Reptar themed steelbook. Then we have a soundtrack CD, and last but not least is a 7-inch golden Reptar figure from Super 7. This has some great detail and is poseable. Rugrats Adventures in Gameland is a traditional platform game, and by traditional I mean it's right at home on the NES. The game feels exactly like classic NES platformers of the late 80s and early 90s. This is full of nostalgia for Rugrats, so if like me you watched the show back in the day, even the main menu screen and music will bring a smile to your face. I always remember being envious of cable TV when we went on holiday to the States in the early 90s, and then finally we got cable at my family home in the UK, which at the time was quite a new and exciting thing. Nickelodeon was a channel I watched a ton of, Our Real Monsters, Rocko's Modern Life, Cat Dog, and of course Rugrats. On the modern consoles you can switch between NES style graphics and modern HD at any time. The modern graphics look superb, especially the menus, and they really nail the animation like Tommy's walk here, but it isn't as nice when playing the game. I found I much preferred using NES style graphics. There's also an optional CRT filter, should that be your cup of tea. The game is basically old Rugrats, new adventure. It takes place in Tommy's house, the Pickles residence, with 6 levels set across the house. But the game isn't just set in locations around the house, it's set in the imaginations of the kids. So the bedroom level is actually a dream state, a sandpit in the garden becomes a desert, and the fridge transforms into a frozen landscape. Each level starts with the same screen and jingle as the actual show, again hugely nostalgic. Just to quickly explain the controls, and these are the NES controls, so the game is based on 2 buttons. On Switch, Y does the same as A and X does the same as B. Use A to jump and B to lift, i.e. pick up items. When jumping, press down or B to do a Mario style ground pound. L and R zooms in and out, allowing you to go from widescreen zoomed in to 4:3 ratio zoomed out, the latter of which makes it far easier to see what you're doing. Hold up or down to look up and down. The game has 3 difficulty levels. Normal mode allows you to switch characters at any time between the 4 playable babies, Tommy, Chucky, Phil and Lil. Each has varying degrees of the 2 stats, jumping and lifting, affecting their ability to jump and to lift items. Each baby has 4 hit points, but if you let any one of them reach 0, then you'll reset to the start of the level with one of the remaining babies. If they all reach 0, it's game over, so it's a good idea to swap character when a baby reaches 1 HP. There's an easy mode with unlimited respawns, and a hard mode with no baby swaps, meaning that you select one baby and that's your lot. There's also a co-op mode where 2 players can team up, a feature which all NES platform games would have benefited from back in the day. Each level has unique enemy types, but they're all dispatched in the same way. You can either jump on their heads or stomp on them. Jumping on them just stuns them, which has the advantage of allowing you to pick them up and throw them. Useful for killing other enemies, just lob a stunned enemy at them. You won't just pick up and throw enemies, you will also have to pick up and throw things like blocks, or these turtle shells which turn into bouncy flowers, both allowing you to reach higher ground. On the whole, the platforming I found either very easy or fiendishly hard. There's no middle ground. Most of it is quite easygoing, but occasionally you'll find a tricky or precisely timed jump that causes you a lot of trouble, leading to a lot of frustration if, like me, you're not the most patient. Each level has Tommy's screwdriver hidden somewhere in it, which is needed to open the baby gate leading to the boss. Levels also contain collectible reptile coins, 4 on each level, with 3 being hidden throughout the stage and 1 being awarded for defeating the boss. On the level select screen, which is a map of the Pickles house, you can keep track of how many coins you've collected on each stage. You can play the stages in any order from this screen, a feature which I always greatly appreciate. Health top-ups come in the form of these baby bottles, and these cookies will award an extra life, so if that baby's health is depleted, then its health will instantly be refilled. The game features far more familiar characters than just the 4 playable babies though. You'll see lots of different non-playable characters from the Rugrats series too, like Tommy's parents, Angelica, the grandpa, and so on. I enjoyed this game, but I'd say the pleasure comes from A, playing it in the style of an NES game because it's reminiscent of the platforming games of old, and B, the nostalgia factor. Would I have enjoyed this game as much had I no affection for the source material? Probably not, but the 8-bit aesthetics and the NES style jaunty music are both quintessentially NES and Rugratsy, so I'd say you'll appreciate this game all the more if you have some fondness for or memories of Rugrats. The game is available on Steam, PS5, Xbox and Switch. I think a physical copy is around 20 quid on Amazon, which is about what you pay for it digitally, so I'd say go for that if you can, or it seems to be on sale on the Xbox store at the moment for £12.50. Thanks to Mixed Games for the review copy, and thank you for watching.